we focus on getting pets and people outdoors. I'm your host, Brittany, and I am also the owner of Grizzee Coffee Company. And today just so happens to be our very first podcast. So I'm so excited to do a quick little introduction of who we are, what our mission is, and kind of what we're all about, and what kind of content you can expect to see here on the Grizzee Coffee podcast. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. So again, today's going to be really just kind of an intro episode, sharing a little bit more about Grizzee, who we are, what our mission is, and kind of how we came about. But I'm also going to talk about what kind of content you can expect to see here on Grizzee. So we're not really digging into anything super juicy, but if you're interested in who we are as a company, I'd love for you to sit back and take a listen. So the ground roots of Grizzee actually began in 2019. And the most important thing that we need to cover today is, where did the name Grizzee come from? So we spell it Grizzee as opposed to Grizzly with an Ly. And it's actually derived from my dog's name, which is Grizzly. He's my 18-pound cockapoo. He's cream colored, and if you see us on Instagram, you'll see plenty of pictures of him there. Our tag is at Grizzee Coffee. But he is my world, and so that's really where this business name came from. And in 2019, originally we had begun with outdoor dog bandanas, and the whole concept was we wanted to push and encourage outdoor adventures between people and their pets. So we were starting with the dog bandanas. Eventually I wanted to have a line of outdoor other different outdoor essentials that you could go take outdoors, make sure it could handle the rugged terrain or any outdoor adventures. And really, that's just kind of the product we began with. So I spent a year designing these specialty dog bandanas. They were waterproof. I made the designs myself, and I created a strap that was adjustable and very strong, durable, stayed on. It was a great product. And honestly, once we launched, we sold lots of product. We received so much different wonderful feedback, and we built a wonderful community very quickly with that. However, things took a turn. Things changed in my life, and unfortunately made the decision to close the business. I love the name Grizzee. Obviously, it was near and dear to my heart, being that it was named after my dog. And again, my dog is like my world. So what actually ended up happening was another business that did outdoor dog collars and things of that nature loved my product. She actually had ordered a couple, and so she offered to purchase the designs, the different assets belonging to creating those bandanas. So it was an honor to be able to sell that product that I had put so much work into and still let it kind of live on. But it just wasn't something that I was able to continue at my time in my life right then. So, it was a great turnout, was able to do that, hand it off, but I still kept the name Grizzee. So fast forward to 2022. And where did this whole idea of turning it into a coffee company come from? Honestly, coffee has been such a big part of my life. It's something I get excited to have, and kind of a comfort drink for me in the morning. And so that mixed with me and my dog Grizzly, we love to get outdoors all the time. We go out for a dog walk or a hike, off-leash trails all the time. Every day we try and get outside, and I'm always fueling myself up beforehand with a nice cup of coffee. Maybe I'll bring an iced coffee with me. So it started to ponder in my head, hey, Grizzly would actually be a pretty cool coffee company, and we could actually establish it to still maintain that mission of getting pets and people outdoors. And so that's when the idea came to fruition. I still had all the branding, I still had the website, all of that set and ready to go, and so we did it. I got to work. I figured out the coffee beans that I was going to sell, designing the packages, all of it. And we just put it together. Once I put my mind to something, I get it together and I get it going. So really, once that foundation was set, I had everything ready to go, ready to launch. Another thing that just kept lingering in my brain was that I wanted to not only be a coffee company, but I wanted to make sure I was mission driven. Again, we have that foundation of trying to get pets and people outdoors. It's very important to me to have that in my own life between me and my dog, because I see the value in our connection with one another when we're getting outdoors, we're having fun, but it's also giving us exercise. And I think it's also so powerful to your own mental health to be able to get outdoors, and what better time to spend than with your dog. And so that was very important to me. But then I started thinking, what's another way that we can even grow on that mission? And that was to donate a portion of our profits to help homeless pets or homeless dogs find their forever adventure buddies. And so that's what I set in place, and that's been our commitment since day one with our relaunch, was to donate 10% of our profits to helping homeless pets and help them find their forever partners so that they can experience the same kind of love and joy that my own dog gets to enjoy, finding their partner who's going to get them out on adventures and explore the world. So I'm so excited to be able to offer that with our company. We've made a couple donations so far, and it's a number we hope to grow on. Okay, so now that you have a little bit of our history, what our mission is, and some of our values, kind of what this podcast is going to go into going forward is going to be topics on, you guessed it, it's going to be dogs, it's going to be outdoors, it's going to be travels and adventures, and I hope to have a lot of fun with it. Eventually, I'd love to have guests on the podcast and kind of be a resource and supply some great info and intel. And of course, we'll talk a little bit here and there about coffee, because that's what we do, is specialty grade roast to order coffee. So I hope you guys stick around and listen into some future episodes. If you have any topics that you would like to hear about or see, feel free to reach out to us. Again, a couple places you can find us. You can find our website at www.grizzee.com, or you can find us on Instagram or Facebook at Grizzee Coffee. We are also on Pinterest, a couple other places, but you can also find all those linked on our website. Thank you so much for listening today. This was just a quick little overview, but I am so excited to dive into some of those juicier, fun topics. I hope you learned a little bit about who we are, and thank you again for listening, and I hope you have a wonderful day.